The whole thing is that for strategists and analysts, it misses all of the strategy and analysis, right? The whole thing is we're rolling into 2020 and people are trying to figure out why Trump is doing well with certain demos. Because when you sit here and fall back on stupid ad hominem attacks like, oh, well, they're just a bunch of bitter clingers or they're all that, whatever that is, then you're totally missing the point of the reason you're on television. I mean, has it not occurred to any Democrats to look back? I wouldn't look back. This isn't just rural folks, okay? This ain't just hillbillies, y'all. You had the Rust Belt that broke for Trump in 2016. Trump got more black voters and more Latino voters than his Republican predecessor. You would think that maybe you would look at that and try to figure out why. Instead of going, well, those people that done voted for him. I mean, that what? Don't. It's just political suicide because it stereotypes voters in a way that Democrats always cry, they always feign outrage at, but then they engage in it in themselves. So to assume that people supported Trump because they're stupid, unsophisticated hillbillies suggests you don't know what the hell you're doing because it's not analysis and that ain't strategy to assume something like that. You don't know what you're doing if that's your conclusion. I mean, I remember 2016 looking at all the exit polls coming in, looking at all the last minute surveys. I had a stack of paper that I had to carry with me from the green room to the set, from the green room to the set. And it was, I mean, the numbers were unlike what we've seen previously. You had hardcore Democrat areas that went for Trump. And your explanation for that is, well, it's just them old hillbillies, them racist hillbillies. So you're calling Democrat voters racist. How's that going to work out for you when you need him to break for Bernie when he's your nominee? Seriously. It's just like they gave up. It just suggests that you don't know or you don't care what actually motivates voters, which is kind of the whole point of being a strategist or an analyst, right? Come on. It doesn't, I don't know. I didn't think the viewer or the purpose were served. Oh, and speaking of maps, how many times did CNN not know what the hell, where, like, for instance, Georgia or Mississippi were, Mississippi and Alabama were? They didn't know where those were. Or what about when they couldn't, remember all the times that they mislabeled maps and they put Hong Kong and Rio de Janeiro? Remember when they did that? I have screen caps in my post up at danaradio.com on that. Or what about when they put Queensland like way, way not even in where Queensland, Australia is? But they couldn't even find Queensland on a map. But you guys couldn't even find Hong Kong on a map. My goodness, just a bunch of bitter clingers. It kind of goes both ways. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh, and there's more. What was it? People didn't, I mean, if you look online, I retweeted this guy, and there's like 1 trillion screen caps. It is a problem that is more widespread than we had initially feared. No, not the coronavirus. No, CNN's lack of any kind of geographical understanding at all whatsoever.